The lunch bell rang.
Brrr.
Hijikata-sensei closed his classical literature textbook and looked us over.
Alright, that's it for today. Next week we're having a short 20-point quest. Next week we're having a short 20-point test as soon as class starts. Hey you, pipe down. It'll only be vocabulary we learned in class, so look over your textbook.
With that, Hijikata-sensei left the class 1-1 classroom. Well, the test would only be on what we learned in class. That only meant vocabulary. I just remembered what this might actually be. There was no guarantee that we'd get the same lines as in the textbook, so we'd have to study hard.
I'll do my best.
I sighed, put away the dictionary of classical terms and the textbook into my desk, then stood up. Cafeteria today, Kuma? That's rare.
Ibuki! Ibuki! I didn't have time to make lunch today.
I see. Today was Friday, and Valentine's Day was fast approaching. Thinking of Valentine's, or rather, Harada-sensei, made time fly by. Before I knew it, I was almost late for school and left without eating a proper breakfast. February 14th. Valentine's was drawing close. I wanted to use this chance to tell Harada-sensei how I felt about him. As though praying, I hardened my resolve before leaving the classroom. I noticed two teachers talking at one corner of the hallway. Harada-sensei looked like he just finished teaching another class. And for some reason, the nurse, Sonan-sensei, was here too.
We could talk about this again once we know the details.
Sonan-sensei spoke in a hushed tone, and Harada-sensei nodded without a word.
Hello, Harada-sensei. Sanan-sensei.
Oh, Yukimura.
Is something the matter?
Their startled expressions were so strangely serious that I couldn't help but ask.
Oh, no, we were just talking about Soji's attitude in class.
Okita-sensei?
Soji.
Plain Soji.
And also stuff like Senpachi's pay. Not stuff we can talk to students about. And
Sonan-sensei smiled and agreed.
It's all quite the headache, so I decided to consult Harada-sensei about it, all in secrecy.
It must be hard.
That did seem like something that would tire them out in a lot of different ways. I hope they weren't too mentally exhausted.
Well, that's all just boring gossip. What about you? What are you doing here?
I was just passing by. I'm headed to the cafeteria.
Then you should hurry up or there won't be any seats left.
Oh, right. I'll be going then.
I gave him a little bow before running off. I bought a food ticket and stood in line.
Set me a seat, please.
My order was answered by a gentle, somehow comforting smile.
Like always, I'm giving you a smaller portion. You seem to have a hard time, but do watch and take care of yourself, will you?
I will. Thank you, Inoue-san.
Really?
Frank.
I come back to this. His concern made me really happy. I took the meal tray, smiled, and thanked him. He was right. I was getting tons of looks from all over the room, which made me a bit uncomfortable and tense. Where could I sit?
Hang on. Oi! Chizuru! Over here!
God damn.
Yay, Heisuke!
Let's go.
As I stood unsure what to do, my dependable childhood friend waved at me. Oh, I know what this scene is.
Thanks, Heisuke-kun.
Frank.
Relieved, I sat down opposite from him.
February's almost half gone, huh? Time sure flies. We have spring break right when March starts, right?
And we'll move up a year in April. You'll be a third year.
Yeah. And then next year it's graduation.
He stopped eating for a moment before muttering.
That means that we'll only get to go to Hako together for just one more year, huh?
Speaking of, what are you planning to do after graduation?
Binge video games?
Yes.
I'm not sure. I still got a ways to go, so I'm still thinking about it.
I get it. 2 years feels such a long time. I can't even imagine where I'll be.
What will we be doing then? Where would we all be after a year or two? Things probably wouldn't change much for the teachers, but Cosmos Group were about to graduate. We debate on that, actually.
Now I know that Cosmo's not a high school student.
Exactly!
He only enrolled so that way he could fuck with Hijikata because he hates him. And then he sees Jisoo, he's like, that's my wife!
Heisuke-kun, Okita-senpai, and Saito-senpai would all follow them next year. And then Ibuki-kun and I would be among the school's new third years.
Sensei's face came to mind last.
Save the best for last, am I right?
He'd only teach me for about 2 more years.
Well, that aside, what are we gonna do for Valentine's?
Huh?
The entire cafeteria fell silent. Hesuke! The moment Valentine's was brought up, the surrounding students all stopped eating and listened to us intently.
Don't answer that if you don't feel like it.
Okay.
I appreciated the out. I nodded in gratitude. And that was when...
Oh no.
Noodles in hand, Mayakura says they came over the moment he saw me.
I wish I had some curry right now. Yukimura, if you're handing out chocolate, I want some. Out of courtesy is fine.
God damn it, Senpachi.
Nakakura sensei, that's unfair! I don't mind courtesy chocolate either.
Shinpachi opened Pandora's fucking box.
Shin, the rest of you, stop being so shameless! Hey, Hesuke, don't call me that in school. That ain't the problem here!
And so the cafeteria was thrown into an uncontrollable chaos. Thanks, Shinpachi. I quickly finished my food and fled.
I think Hesuke also in that scenario would be like, how do I get her out of here? Wait, I know. He starts a food fight.
I knew you were going there. You fucking would. Valentine's Day sure was something. Afternoon homeroom ended and the class prepared to go to clubs or go home. I was doing neither. I was on cleaning duty today.
Yukimura-kun.
Harada sensei called out as I was putting away the desks and chairs.
We need to talk. Can you stop by the faculty office later?
Alright.
I took a deep breath and picked up the mop, determined to finish this as soon as possible.
Excuse me.
By the time I arrived at the faculty office, the teachers in charge of committees and clubs were already gone. The only one left there was Harada-sensei. The otherwise empty office was silent and embraced by a quiet atmosphere. I walked up to Harada-sensei, who got down to business immediately.
We need class reps for the graduation prep committee. You feel like doing it?
I do.
My instant
good.
answer made his eyes widen.
I would be happy to help see off the seniors who took care of me over the year.
I told him exactly what I felt, and he responded with a tone that seemed to test me.
It'll be fulfilling, but it'll also not be very easy, you know. There's a whole bunch of things to do. The prep time will pass by pretty quick, and then there's the graduation ceremony itself.
I understand.
His eyes softened. There was a lot of trust in that gaze, which made me happy.
But the third years will be gone next month, won't they? I can hardly believe that I'm going to be a second year once the next term starts in April.
It was strange, but also sad. I almost let the gloom get to me, but then I looked up as if to encourage myself.
But I hear the Hakuo classes generally stay the same as you go up, so I'm looking forward to your lessons next year too. I feel most at ease with you as my homeroom teacher.
Yes. If that's how it turns out, I can look forward to it too.
That's great.
Though that's not guaranteed. What will you do if you get someone else?
Huh?
Now that he mentioned it, it wasn't actually guaranteed that I would be in the same class as I was in my first year. In response to that question,
I'd be fine.
That'd be fun?
Don't worry about me, husbando. I'll be fine.
I'd be fine.
I smiled brightly so as to not worry him.
Even if you're not my homeroom teacher, we'll get to see each other a lot as long as we're in this school.
I'd have his lessons every week, and if I really wanted to see him, I could just go to the faculty office.
That's why I'll be just fine.
Harada-sensei looked straight at me with an expression that was at once perplexed and very anxious. It felt as if he could actually see the sadness I was hiding, making me panic a little.
If you're my homeroom teacher for my second year too, I'd come talk to you about what I want to do in the future.
I wanted to think about my future with Harada-sensei, who I trusted more than anyone. As I said that and gave him a smile, I saw something waver in his eyes.
No.
Yes, it'd be great if that happens. Sorry for keeping you. Go on home before it gets dark. And thanks for helping with the graduation prep work.
I'll do my best.
I gave him a deep bow and approached the door to leave. But for a moment, I turned to the office, bathed in twilight. I didn't know if
It's
it was...
bathed in vampires?
I didn't know if it was because of the shadows, but Harada's expression looked a bit somber.
No.
What should I do for Valentine's? I wanted to think about my feelings for Harada-sensei and get a good handle on them. There was the annoying rule, too, so maybe it was best if I gave it to him on a day other than Valentine's? Or maybe it would be better to wait and confess for real until next year. As I walked, I heard loud footsteps nearby.
Is that Nagakura-sensei?
Nagakura-sensei ran right by me at full speed, not even glancing my way. He opened the door to the faculty office and barged in. From inside, I heard Nagakura-sensei's enraged shout. Nah. Fucking
No. Sora, are you seriously transferring this year?
Huh?
I never expected to hear that. I froze, shocked. Harada-sensei was transferring? I staggered towards my classroom, the place where I spent so much time with Harada-sensei, class 1-1. Everyone was already gone or out doing club activities. The classroom was empty.
Harada-sensei will be gone from school?
That meant that I had just over a month left to tell him how I felt. Next year's Valentine's Day would mean nothing if Harada-sensei wasn't here.
If I want to give him chocolate, I have to do it this year.
I silently gathered my resolve within the evening classroom. This Valentine's, I would make him chocolate and let him know how I felt about him. No matter what obstacles awaited me, I would overcome them all. I quickly got ready to leave and determined, left the classroom. I wanted more time, but the days passed by whether I wanted it or not. Before I knew it, it was the middle of February. On a Sunday afternoon with Valentine's Day right around the corner.